It was finally official after years of tears, betrayals, public humiliation, hidden children, and broken promises. Rasheeda made the move fans had been begging her to make since season 6. She filed for divorce. But this wasn't just another messy breakup, this was a calculated, high-stakes power play. Rasheeda wasn't simply walking away from Kirk. She was coming for absolute control of every brand they had built together. From Press Boutique to Frost Bistro, the leak hit late last night and the internet erupted. Not only did she want the marriage over, she was demanding that Kirk be permanently cut out of every business carrying her name. The question on everyone's mind: why now after all these years? According to sources, it was one final, devastating betrayal that pushed her past the point of no return. The proof was there. Hidden accounts, missing funds, and one reckless move by Kirk that could have sunk their entire empire. Fans had already sensed the tension. Rasheeda had gone silent. No posts, no interviews, no cryptic stories, and in the love and hip-hop world, that silence only means one thing: a bomb is about to drop. At first, people thought she was just emotionally drained after hearing her husband may have fathered not one, but possibly two children outside the marriage. But she wasn't resting, she was strategizing, and at exactly 10:46 a.m. on a Monday morning, the divorce filing hit the Fulton County clerk system, and the industry froze. Rasheeda Buckner Frost versus Kirk Frost, grounds irreconcilable. Betrayal and financial concealment, relief requested, sole ownership of all joint ventures, complete IP rights, full brand equity. Translation: she wasn't just leaving the man, she was taking the empire. Social media exploded. Wait, she's divorcing him and taking the brands. Within an hour, hashtags like #FreeRasheeda and #FullControl were trending worldwide. Then came the photos. Rasheeda leaving her attorney's office in head to toe black. Not mourning but burying her marriage, hair sleek, makeup flawless. Chanel heels striking the pavement, no tears, just power. In her hand, a folder labeled Final Filing. Rasheeda Frost. Meanwhile, Kirk was nowhere to be seen. Production insiders claimed he never saw it coming. They hadn't spoken in weeks. One VH1 producer admitted, "We thought they were just giving each other space." Turns out, she was planning her exit in complete silence. Then the first receipts hit the blogs. Rasheeda's lawyers had uncovered secret withdrawals from Press Boutique funneled through an LLC called RF Logistics. The twist? Fans always assumed RF stood for her name. In reality, it meant Rasheeda Frost, Kirk's cousin. The money trail was undeniable, and Rasheeda had the bank statements, signatures, and a full timeline to prove it. That was the breaking point. In a leaked audio clip, Rasheeda told her, "Liar, he used my name to make money and my loyalty to shield himself. I built this. I bled for this, and he gambled it like it was a game." The fallout was instant. In the cast group chat, Carly wrote, "She pulled the final card." Bambi added, "It's the brand control for me." Spice chimed in, "Not Frost Bistro getting unfrosted." VH1 executives panicked. Rasheeda wasn't just a cast member, she was a cornerstone. If she walked, season 14 would lose its anchor. Negotiations scrambled into overdrive. Her terms were sharp: no Kirk, no fake reconciliation, full creative control. Otherwise, she'd take her story, her fanbase, her brands, and walk straight to Netflix or Bet Plus. And yes, meetings were already on the books. TMZ then leaked the first draft of her divorce petition. Rasheeda was demanding full legal ownership of Press Boutique, every trademark, e-commerce domain, piece of inventory, and marketing asset. She wanted Kirk banned from using her name or likeness for profit. Forever. This wasn't a breakup. This was a purge. And then came the voice note, allegedly from cousin Rashan, the same man tied to the Shawl company. "I told Kirk to stop using my name to pull money from Press. I don't want to be part of this mess." He swore Rasheeda would never find out. Fans were outraged. She had given family her trust, and they used it to rob her. This wasn't just about divorce anymore. This was a business war. Her lawyers filed a brand protection order barring Kirk from visiting, promoting, or profiting from any Press location: Press ATL, Press Houston, Frost Bistro, the mobile app, the online store, and even their official socials. Any violation, $25,000 per incident. The judge approved it without hesitation. Court insiders said Rasheeda argued, "My ex-husband's involvement damages the brand's reputation, stability, and customer trust." She even provided screenshots of longtime customers swearing they'd never shop again if Kirk stayed involved. Then she dropped her ace: his scandals, the Jasmine Washington paternity mess, the bank funnel accounts, the shady LLC, all proof that he wasn't just toxic in private. He was poison to the brand in public. The judge agreed. Effective immediately, Kirk was erased from Press. Reactions poured in. Carly, He really fumbled the bag. Spice, she kept it classy the whole time. Erica Mina, wish I had moved like this with Safari, Scrappy. That's CEO moves. Respect, Yendi. I just want to hear what Jasmine says now. And Jasmine delivered. That night she went live, laid in bed with edges sharp and gloss popping. She smirked into the camera, told y'all Kirk was a fraud. Dragged me for years like I was the one breaking them up. Now you see, welcome to the club, sis. And then she leaned in, oh. And there might be another baby he hasn't claimed yet, not mine this time. But I got receipts, the internet went into shock, another baby. This man's running a daycare, not a brand. One fan tweeted, TMZ wasted no time within hours. They were reporting that Kirk had been sending $600 a month to mentor a woman in Charlotte who'd given birth. Just last year. The streets were already calling it the Carolina baby. Later that day, Rasheeda sat down for her confessional. I gave this man chance after chance. And every time he handed me a new reason to leave, I didn't walk away out of nowhere. I walked away to protect what I built, because if I stayed one more year, there'd be nothing left. She dabbed away a single tear. Not grief, release, loyalty without boundaries. That's not love. That's slavery. Then came the rebrand. Frost Bistro quietly shed its name, re-emerging as Pressed Kitchen and Lounge. Both Pressed ATL and Pressed Houston began full redesigns. A bold new logo dropped, pressed in blood red block letters, no Frost, no initials. No trace of him. Her press team confirmed it was just the first step of her solo expansion, and the whispers got louder. Target and Nordstrom were already in talks to carry a limited press collection. This wasn't rebuilding, this was a takeover. Fans flooded her Instagram with comments like, "You are the brand impressed without the frost?" Iconic. Meanwhile, Kirk, looking drained and older, recorded his own confessional. I guess I should have listened, I didn't think she'd actually leave. Now everything we built is gone and she won't even look back. The episode's final scene. Rasheeda, seated in a sleek boardroom flanked by lawyers and executives. She slid a document across the polished table. We're almost done. All I need now is for him to sign. The camera zoomed in on the title. Final brand release agreement. Silence. The pen lay untouched. Kirk stared at it like it was a death certificate. Sign it, Rasheeda said firmly. Kirk's jaw tightened. I helped build this, and now you're helping let it go. Still, no signature. What if I don't? He asked. The room's energy shifted instantly. Rasheeda leaned back, arms folded. Then you'll be in court so long you won't have enough money left to buy a belt for those suits you love so much. A few shocked gasps slipped from the onlookers, but Kirk wasn't done. He pushed the contract back. I want one last meeting, just us, no cameras, no liars. She didn't flinch. You're 10 years too late for that. And she walked out. Hours later, Kirk went live on Instagram for the first time in weeks. The caption read, "Not my side, just the truth." Within 90 seconds, over 60,000 viewers were tuned in. He didn't yell or cry, but his voice carried weight. I messed up. I messed up. I know that. But she's trying to erase me like I never existed. I didn't cheat the brand, I just didn't do everything by the book. I was under pressure. Then came the line. That set the internet on fire. Ask her about that tour in 2020. Ask her about Miami. The comments went wild. Is he accusing Rasheeda of cheating? 20 years to speak up, and you choose IG Live. And then he aimed his next shot, Jasmine. Tell them I wasn't the only one dirty. The chat exploded when Jasmine Washington herself appeared, blue check visible. She typed just one sentence, "Don't make me drop the receipts." Kirk, I warned you. By morning, Jasmine had doubled down, posting a cryptic Instagram story showing a tattooed arm wrapped around her waist in a dimly lit lounge. The caption read, "The man you said wasn't a threat is the one building a brand next door to." Pressed. Fans zoomed in. The tattoos matched Trial, a forgotten rapper Kirk once managed. And Trial wasn't just resurfacing, he was launching a rival clothing line, directly across from Pressed ATL, with Jasmine as his silent partner. Same font, same colors, same branding, the name, Pressed Out, revenge marketing at its pettiest. When asked about it in a meeting, Rasheeda didn't blink. They can copy the colors. They can copy the vibe, but they can't copy me. Pressed isn't just a store, it's a story, and everybody knows who wrote it. But the war was far from finished. V1 issued a rare public statement confirming a developing situation between cast members Rasheeda and Kirk, Frost announcing a pause on all promotional footage involving Pressed until further notice. Hours later, Kirk hit back, filing a legal counterclaim accusing Rasheeda of defamation, emotional harm, and brand hijacking. His claim? She had staged narratives to manipulate the audience and destroy his name. Rasheeda's response was cold precision. She came armed with evidence, not rumors, emails, contracts, recordings. text messages, and a detailed timeline stretching back years. Then she unveiled her true checkmate, her official unmuted announcement. Not just a brand refresh, a clean, permanent break. She was walking away from press entirely and launching Unmuted, a global women's empowerment empire fusing fashion, beauty, media, podcasts, and live business bootcamps, built by Rasheeda, owned by Rasheeda, for women who refuse to be silenced. Within 24 hours, Unmuted's first drop sold out in under 2 hours. Candy, Megan Thee Stallion, and other celebrities posted in support. The site crashed from demand, and the best part, not 1 cent contract or claws tied back to Kirk. She had cut him off entirely. Still, the whispers kept growing that Kirk would have no choice but to surrender. The IRS and state investigators were now digging into allegations of tax manipulation, forgery, fraud, and accusations involving a minor. But Rasheeda wasn't bitter anymore. She was laser-focused. She was winning, and she was about to end this war for good. The day of reckoning came at the Superior Court of Fulton County. No media allowed inside. Only a packed room thick with tension. Kirk entered first. No entourage, no signature swagger. Just a man who looked like the weight of every scandal had aged him overnight. Moments later, Rasheeda walked in like a headline in motion. An all-white power suit, hair laid to perfection. Eyes fixed straight ahead. Present and ready, she told the judge without breaking stride. The judge, a veteran with a reputation for cutting through drama, opened a folder so thick it looked like it could stop a bullet. "You'd have been in my courtroom more than some attorneys," she said, peering over her glasses. "But today, it ends." Rasheeda's legal team went first, laying out years of evidence, from back tax records to concealed withdrawals. The highlight came when Rashin, the same cousin tied to the forged documents, testified that Kirk used to brag press wouldn't exist without his grind. Gasps filled the room. Then Rasheeda took the stand. "I stayed silent when he cheated. I stayed loyal when he lied. But when he involved our son in forging brand documents, that broke something in me. I'm not here to destroy him. I'm here to reclaim me." The room went silent. Even the judge paused before moving on. When it was Kirk's turn, his voice wavered. "I made mistakes. But she's not perfect either. This Unmuted thing, she cut me out like I never existed." The judge's tone sharpened. "Were you part of her rise, Mr. Frost, or her downfall?" Kirk had no answer. The verdict came swift and final, full, uncontested control of all branding, intellectual property, and revenue from press and every affiliated venture awarded to Rasheeda. All forged contracts null and void. The child endangerment and forgery findings referred to state investigators. Kirk given 30 days to vacate the Frost residence. Bang. Gavel down, clean sweep. Outside, the scene was pure electricity, fans screaming like she was on a red carpet. Rasheeda stopped only to face the cameras. "This is what freedom feels like," she said. Within an hour, the clip went viral. Even Oprah reposted it with the caption, "Grace, power, voice, Rasheeda is unmuted." Inside, Kirk sat alone, ignoring the constant buzzing of his phone. His mother approached quietly. "You should have let her go years ago. Now she'll let you go for good." He said nothing. 2 weeks later, Rasheeda surprised fans with a live stream. No shade, no dragging, just gratitude. She introduced the Unmuted team, announced mentorship programs for single mothers and girls from broken homes, and revealed her next move, the first Unmuted pop-up store. The location, Dubai, and standing beside her to cut the ribbon, Carter, the same son Kirk had once pulled into his schemes. "Always choose truth, baby. Even when it hurts," she told him as the cameras flashed. The fans were in tears, but Kirk still couldn't let go. From a burner account, he commented under the replay, "You can't unmute the lies." Fans instantly recognized him and swarmed the replies. "Sir, the judge muted you. Sit down." Days later, Rasheeda signed a multi-million-dollar licensing deal for Unmuted, expanding into athleisure accessories and a signature fragrance called Closure. The promo was pure poetry. Rasheeda walking through flames, leaving behind scorched letters that spelled Mrs. Frost, and just like that, the Frost era was over. The Unmuted empire was born, not just a brand, but a message. You can love someone and still outgrow their betrayal. You can forgive them and still never let them back in, because silence protects no one. Now it's your turn. Was this the point of no return? Or does Kirk deserve another chance? Drop your thoughts below. And if you ride for Rasheeda, hit like, smash subscribe, and turn on notifications, because the next round of receipts, they're coming. Stay bold, stay loud, stay unmuted. Unmuted.